Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dr.FinTuber. Have you ever wondered why your salary disappears every month? Salary comes from first, but by 20th, your bank balance starts looking uncomfortable. If this sounds familiar, then don't worry. You are not alone. The problem is usually not the low income, but the problem is the lack of a simple budgeting system. Today, I'm going to share one of the easiest budgeting methods used worldwide. 50, 30, 20 budgeting projects. Yes. And by the end of this video, you will exactly know how much to spend, save, and enjoy without feeling guilty. So let's get started. Now, what is a 50, 30, 20 rule? It divides your monthly income into three parts: 50% for the need, 30% for the wants, and 20% for the savings and investments. That's it. No complicated spreadsheets, no apps, no confusing formulas, just three simple buckets for your money. Let us understand each bucket with an example. So, part one, that is 50% for needs. Needs kya hote hain? Needs are things you cannot live without. These are the essential expenses, which include maybe your house rent or your loan EMI, your groceries, your electricity bill, water bill, internet bill, if you have kids, school fees, insurance premiums, transportation cost, minimum loan payment, etc., etc., etc. So let us take an example. Your monthly take-home salary or in-hand salary is 50,000. So according to this rule, your 50% is 25,000, and this 25,000 should ideally cover all your essential expenses. And if not, please reduce your expenses to fit in 25,000. Right now, what is want? That is the second part. Means I need to communicate. Mobile phone is a need, but buying the latest premium smartphone every year is a want. Food is a need, but ordering food from expensive restaurant every weekend is a want. Understanding this difference is very important. So coming to part two, that is 30% off for wants. Now, wants are the things that makes life enjoyable but not essential, like movies, dining out, online shopping like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Spotify subscriptions, vacations, international trips, new gadgets, fashion purchases, impulsive purchases, weekend outings. So if your in hand salary is 50,000, the 30% is 15,000. This amount is your guilt free spending money. Yes, you heard it right. The purpose of budgeting is not to stop enjoying life. The purpose is to enjoy responsibly. And when you know your spending limits, you can actually spend confidently without any financial stress. Coming to the last part, that is 20% savings for uh, investments, right? Because this is very important because anytime there can be any contingency. And if your salary is 50,000, the 20% is 10,000. Yes. Monthly, this amount should go towards your future. For example, emergency funds, PPF, MPS, mutual funds, SIPs, retirement planning, extra loan repayments. Think of this as paying yourself first. Most people save whatever is left after spending, but successful people do the opposite. They save first and spend the rest. Even if you start with a small amount, what matters is consistency than the size of investment. Because many people think that we'll save for the retirement later on. So let us take an example of my friend Mansi, whose monthly in-hand salary is 60,000. So half, that is 50,000, goes for the needs, including rent of 15,000, groceries 6,000, utilities 2,000, transportation 3,000, insurance 4,000. That total comes out 30,000. The second part is wants, 30%, 60,000 का कितना हो गया? 18,000, which she'll spend on dine out, shopping, entertainment, travel fund. The last 20%, that's 12,000, goes for your investment, which includes maybe 4,000 for emergency fund, 6,000 का अपने SIP कर लिया, 2,000 in PPF. This way, every rupee has a purpose. No confusion, no overspending, no end-to-end month surprises, and uh, you have to tell me in the comment section that does this rule work for everyone? Be realistic, because we are living in a metro city like Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Gurgaon. So your rent may be very high. In such cases, your ratio may be 60-20-20 or even 70-15-50. And that's okay. The goal is to create a balance between spending today and preparing for tomorrow, right? So remember, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings. If you start following this simple rule, your financial life can become more organized. You don't need a higher salary to begin. You just need a better plan for your salary you already have, right? So you have to tell me which category consumes the biggest portion of your income, your need, your desire, want, or savings, right? I'll see you in the next video, and until then, stay financially healthy and keep learning. Thank you for watching.